The trilogy, the 2007-2009 trilogy, which included white Bowmore, gold Bowmore, black Bowmore. So this is the 1964 Fino. Bourbon and Fino casks. Cask, singular. 72 bottles with a retail price of £8,000 a bottle. This comes from quite possibly some of the best years of Bowmore. If you've ever had the chance to taste white Bowmore, gold Bowmore, black Bowmore, there is a uniqueness that goes through these whiskies, which this whisky reflects. When you taste this, when you nose this whisky, you get a huge amount of complexity coming through on the nose. The depth of flavour, even on the nose, is apparent. But I personally also get a little bit of that Fino on the nose. Just a little I don't quite know what it is, but I can just get a hint of sherry on the nose. So, everybody have a nose, tell me what you think. It is very, very fruity. Think peaches. Think peaches and cream.
Oh my word.
That's
classic tropical.
Absolutely, it's peaches and cream.
Caribbean, isn't it? Really?
Yeah, there's mango, there's everything on this. There's a bit of everything on this.
I've never really smelled it. It's nutty.
No, that's a lot of whiskies of this age. They don't have this diversity of tropical fruitness, but Bowmore's of this age, as Neil was saying earlier, does have this. It comes from that magical, and there's very little 64 left. So, in that wonderful wonderful number one vaults that we saw, there isn't any more.
What's this bottle?
42.9. So 42.9% means it's getting perilously close to the 40%. You know that it would become not a whiskey anymore. So.
Can I just ask, with these sort of more acidic fruit notes that you get, what's that compound? What's that coming from?
A lot of it is coming from being in a bourbon cask that long, being in a cask that long, has a big impact in terms of the way that the whiskey matures. So it's coming from the casks, effectively. It's not an impact of, it's the way the spirit reacts from being in the cask that length of time. So it's taking the characteristics that are Bowmore and the characteristics of the bourbon. This whiskey is bourbon and Fino. So it'll be taking that base flavour from bourbon, and then we'll take the Fino, we'll be rounding the flavours off, just changing it slightly. But it has the DNA of black, gold and white Bowmore of the same year.
I do remember it was the 40-year-old, wasn't it? That we tried. I do remember passion fruit being something that I was really struck by when I tried that. It's just that you associate those sort of fruity notes as, you think of that as a youthful sort of note. Do you know what I mean? So it's kind of surprising to have it on a.
Did it have that flavour when it was more youthful? Or is it just
No, I think Bowmore gets to a certain, particularly from the 60s, gets to that age of 40 plus, or even 35 plus, to be honest, and it starts to come through.
I was going to say, it's as attractive now as it probably was in its youth. It's the Joanna Lumley of whiskey.
Felicity Kendall.
Kendall.
Neil, you're so poetic.
So I've done that.
What about your
But if you think of, my point is my point is if you think of what Fino tastes like, or what Fino, there is definitely a Fino note on the nose. The dryness of Fino comes through on the nose, but it's overwhelmed by peaches and tropical fruits. And
I get some kiwi gooseberry as well.
yes,
gooseberry,
absolutely.
Fizz
There's
on
even
that.
papaya. I get papaya and all that sort of thing. I think have a taste of it. Tell me what you think.
Were you asking though about the sorry, I
It sounds like a cocktail.
Alice.
Alice, were you asking about the compound? I mean, is there a certain kind of ester in this that gives it the sort of the passion fruit quality?
Yeah,
I suppose
absolutely.
that's what I meant. Yeah,
Absolutely, coming from the way that those esters, change over that period of time. Yeah, absolutely. Now I'm no chemist, but I can certainly find that it's not something I can put my finger on. But it's basically coming from the reaction between how that esters develop over that period of time.
You tend to find